The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to a Bill in Boca Raton. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Not too much. Enjoying the warm weather in Florida just like you, except on the other coast.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
Yep.
Do you listen on the internet right now?
Yes.
Cool, man. Cool.
No, I enjoy that. That's in your Tiger TV and everything. I've been watching you for years, and you've really taken this whole programming to a level that's just phenomenal.
I appreciate it.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Of course, let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Assume nothing. In any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that others know what we think. When we don't say, when we don't have to say, and we don't have to say what we want. We assume they're going to do what we want because they know us so well. When they don't do what we want, we feel hurt and we think, how could you do that? You should know better. Bottom line, folks, get rid of the grayness in your life. Keep it black and white. It's a lot easier. Get rid of the drama. Keep it straight and keep it clean. It's a beautiful thing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 62, Nasdaq up 1, S&P's off 2.5. Gold contract flat at $1,615 an ounce. Silver off 77 cents, trading at $39.79. Copper up 2 pennies at $4.47 a pound. Light sweet crude down 27 cents at $97.13. Bonds up 9 ticks at 125.30. Dollar index up 13 ticks, trading out at 74.40. Euro off 5 at 143.12. And the yen was down 22, trading out at the 77.76 level. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? S&Ps today, folks, your cash S&P got to 1316. It couldn't handle it. And what it actually had done is that, well, here, we'll go through it one by one. We're at 1300, cash S&P. The lows of the 18th at 1295.92. Now, we did 936 million today versus the 1 billion of yesterday. You're going into the 18th, which is 874 million. I suspect, number one, you're going to take that away, out with volume. Why? And because it's in it. Well, first off, why? Because the way we come in intraday today, what happened intraday is that we're in the process of a small ABC down inside this whole consolidation. So what you're going to see here is that you're going to go after the 1295. I expect you're going to break it, and it's going to go into the 23rd. The 23rd of June, folks. The high out there was the 1286. The low was the 1262. Now, how we come into that, of course, is going to say, will we stay in this consolidation? And so what you do is you go back to the 23rd. You take a look at the 23rd. On the 23rd of June, what we did there is, no, 1 second. Hold, sorry about that, folks. It was the 23rd. Oh, yeah, of course, it's 23rd of June, not the 20th. Man, time goes quick. Blows my mind. Okay, so I was at, so that's exactly what we want to do. We're going to go back to the 23rd of June. You want to see what type of pressure you had down at that area. So when we take a look at that, the 23rd of June, see, this is cool. Okay, so check this out. The 23rd of June, folks, we did 1.1 billion shares. Now, watch how this works, okay? Because this fact, folks, we are in a trader's paradise, and you have a 112-point S&P deal. So, watch this. We're heading down to the 1295. Yesterday we did 1 billion shares. Today we're at 936 million. As it gets into those lower levels, you're going into 1.1 billion. When you come down straight, the market, what does it do? It loses its energy. It hasn't had time to build cause. Okay? So it's really cool because what ends up happening is that as it runs out of energy, what is it going to do? Well, it's going to go the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance at that particular point, because you just came down, 85 S&P points, is going to be to bounce all the way back up again. Let's go take a look at the SPY, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So what the SPY did today is this. The SPY did 130 million shares, 194 million shares. You're at $1.30. The lows, well, the highs of the 23rd, number one, are $128.63. The lows out there are $126.19. Now, that level there on the 23rd was already testing when you go over to the March 16th level. March 16th, folks, we had 469 million shares. So this consolidation looks to me like it's going to stay in place. It is building cause to break down, no doubt. But you know what? This could stay in place for 2 or 3 years, and believe me, you'd all be sitting in Nantucket somewhere, okay? Okay, so let's take a look at what we did intraday, and you'll see what I'm talking about. What happened intraday is this. Intraday, you had the first leg go topside, and as we went up topside, folks, I'm taking a 10-minute chart. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking a 10-minute chart on the S&P, on the SPY, so you can see what we did. What we did is that we went up with 2.8 million. That 2.8 million, folks, was going into 9.4 million from 10 o'clock yesterday morning. So you're down on volume, you back up on lighter volume, and then what ends up happening? Well, bottom line, the market starts giving it up. As it gives it up, it crosses the B with 3.6 million, no big deal, then 12 million and 14 million. The bottom line is that you were crossing a 21 million with 12 and 14. That is saying that you won't get the full expansion down. The full expansion down on this would be 128 on your S&P. So bottom line, it wants to give it up, wants to pull back. That's your S&P. Now, let's go over to the Dow Industrials. What you have with the Dow Industrials is this. Dow Industrials, number one, broke your swing point of July 18th. And we broke it with volume. We did 936 million and 18. Oh, that's going to be close, actually. MVOLNE. I think it's 936 too. No, it's 26th. Dow Industrials. Okay, so we're dealing with the 18th. We did 936 today. Yeah, and on the 18th, folks, what happened is we did 874. So you can see we broke the swing with volume. That is telling you, me, and the whole world that you're coming down with accelerated volume. You're coming down with conviction. Nasdaq. We go over to the Nasdaq. We take a look at the Nasdaq. This is what we have with the Nasdaq now. The Nasdaq gets to a price point today of 2,800. Can't handle the 2,800. Does 2 billion shares. We did 2.4 billion yesterday. You're coming into the swing point from the 18th. This little baby also is doing an ABC structure on the way down. And what you're going to see is that your benchmark here is the 23rd again, 23rd of June. The high there is 2,688. The low is 2,627, as well as going over to March 16th at 2,669. That's where these benchmarks lay out. If we look at the 3Qs, and you want to see how that baby sets up, what you have is this. The 3Qs, yesterday, we came down with 83 million. Today, what you did, you have 58 million. You're going into a swing point with 98 million. So you're going to need an expansion with volume in order to break that swing point. Your benchmark, again, are the same dates, meaning the 23rd of June and coming all the way over to March 16th. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. And don't forget, folks, if you do want to see exactly what you're going to learn on my workshop August 8th from 10 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, go to the front page of TFNN. You see right under breaking news. Right in the carousel, actually, right in the carousel. You hit it, and you're going to see what we're going to be going over. Now, that workshop is free. All you have to do is you come over to TFNN before the end of this week. You buy some Tiger dollars. It's going to be 5 hours, and you're going to learn an incredible amount, folks. That's the bottom line. So check it out. KLAC, let's see what good old Clack is saying here. The revenue, Clack first off closed at $41.71. It's trading at $40.63 right now. Revenue, the estimate revenue right here, they took in $743 million. The earnings per share is $1.43, and you know, the numbers came in right. Equity-wise, basically it's down to 60 cents, not the end of the world. You know, yesterday when we were on the air, right at this time actually, we had the Rubicon deal going on, and of course, with the Rubicon didn't close in the United States; it closed in Canada. We got to take advantage of that, which was a beautiful thing. What you had out here today is an Eagle turning around. What does it do? Monster ABC down, folks. This is a monster, too. The A point on an Eagle is $76. The B point is 60. So you're talking $16. The B point had volume of 1.9 million. You know what it does today, folks? Blows it away with 5 million. You take $16 off the 66, and what do you get? You get $50. This is going to be just a total mind blower for folks that do own an Eagle. The reason being, of course, is that gold is at 1,600, and why can't an Eagle be at their highs? You're at $56 right now. It's on the way to $50. The high out there was $88. Rubicon Minerals did get some juice in it today, and what the deal was, folks, is that an Eagle's putting $70 million into Rubicon. Rubicon was up 33% today. Rubicon was at 324 last night, and we got it. It's 417 right now. 877-927-6648. Some of the high-volume stocks that we had out here today go like this. You had BAC up 11 cents. You had a Sprint got toasted down 82 cents. Interrepublic, that's a big advertising firm, folks. That absolutely got toasted and roasted down $1.67. We had Oracle down for Akamai, AKAM. This is another equity that just got taken to the cleaners. Boy, they're taking stocks out to the woodshed here, folks, and I mean in a big way. Akamai, and what you can get out of Akamai, folks, is this, is that when you see gap aways, right, pay attention to them, because now Akamai has 3 separate gap aways. And what a gap away means, and well, a gap away down in this case, okay? You can gap away, they can go both ways. But you have a gap way down. Now, what we want to look for is this. So check this out. Now, this is a trip, okay? Now, Akamai has 3 separate gaps. So we're going to bring this back, and the reason I'm going to watch this, I want to see what's underneath this. And the reason being is that I've seen many times when you get 3 gaps, folks, okay, that sets up, and many times it sets up a beautiful trade, meaning the opposite way. Now at Akamai, when we come back, we're going to go over it, because it's not there yet. We're at 2384, but where this baby's going to be, we'll give you as soon as we come right back. It's Tom O'Brien's TFNN. We'll be right back, folks.
X-Story Gold